What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Poolside Chat. My name is Todd, and I've got another amateur pool match to review with you. We're going to continue on with the Midwest 9-ball tournament that I played in quite a while ago at this point, but we're going to be playing Robert. We're on the backside, even though it's still a 7-7 race. Flip for the break. Robert got it. So, race to 7, alternate break, straight 9-ball, and if you watch my previous videos, this is going to be Sunday morning, 7 a.m. And even though the place was basically empty, because, I mean, a lot of people are out of the tournament by now, it's 7 a.m. on the final day. And by the minute I walked in, I hadn't even got my cues out, and I was already sweating from the humidity. So you can imagine that the balls and the tables going to be playing a little weird here and there. So, and I am kind of coming off of a head cold, but, you know, I need to put out all the excuses excuses right in the get-go. But anyway, let's go and kick this off. So I don't know Robert. I guess he's somewhat from the area. But I looked him up at the time. He was a 573 Fargo, so he's a little higher than I am. Straight into the side. Made a couple balls. The problem is, I mean, everything's open except for that 8-9. So gotta take the slow stroll around, kind of figure out my pattern, how I want to shoot this. Ideally, I would really want to stop this pretty close, so I'm just, it might be a little bit too much roll. I would want to stay back where I could just do a stop shot on the 3, because then I can shoot the 4 into the bottom right corner. Well, I guess I can't. I got it. But now I got to use the 4 ball, and I need to go ahead and swing at that 8-9 breakout. Because with the 5 being, for the most part, out in the open, this is going to make the most sense. Now, because of where I'm at, I should be shooting low left and then try to 2-rail back around. A little bit of low just to avoid the scratch, and I didn't even try for it. I should have center ball and just punched that thing, but here we are. So now, left an angle. Oh, look at this. Look at that slop. Look at that slop. Y'all seen it. It wasn't pretty. But I'm sure you guys have seen that when you fire into the point and it just straight into the corner. The problem is I could be wrong, but I don't think there's enough gap to be able to make that 9 or make the 8 without hitting the 9. So I've got to play it safe here. All right, there we go. So I just need to do a little bit of a punch shot, kind of a stop, and just let it roll forward. Oh, terrible. Yeah, that wasn't smart. I should have played it safe, where you just kind of do a stun run through where you punch it nice and firm, get the 8 ball moving, and then the cue ball just barely rolls up and use that 9 as a big old backer. But instead, it looked like, you know, it's a race to 7. I figured let's swing for the home run right out of the gate and try to dumb 3-rail, which was not going to leave me a great 9 anywho, but, you know. See, even like that thing just seemed like he popped that thing pretty good and the speed just died. So, as you know, I use a glove. I wear a shoe with a carbon shaft, and I'm not joking. The humidity was so bad, even with a glove, my great bank. Good stuff, Robert. Even with a glove, my cue was sticking on a couple shots. And I just kept thinking, how is Robert doing this with no glove on an old maple shaft? He did it. He did it. Shot good. So that was a great bank. All right. See if I can Do something good here. A little too much draw, but not a bad break. Other than two problems. One, I didn't make anything. Two, left the one hanging, and left the 9 hanging. So yeah, make the one. Might even go right rail and kind of kick at it, but or just cut it kind of full, top left, kick the cue ball back over here to the right side of the table, take the 2. But regardless, at some point, you're going to have that 5-9 pretty easy. I don't know, maybe even the 3 sneaks by the 5 to do it. But got a few balls you got to make first. Rails are just made of glue. Not terrible. You can still bank it to that top right corner. Top English. Cue ball should come down. Give yourself a nice easy 3 in the left side. Either a stop or, maybe a little draw for the 4 on the right. And then again, 5-9 combo. Like this is pretty well solved as long as he can just make this bank. Looks like he's even hitting with low, so he might be trying to hold it, put the 3 in the bottom right pocket. Oh, nope. Just did a quick little punch. A little bit of a punch draw there. He got the position good, though. So I can see the edge of the 3, or excuse me, edge of the 2. It does go. It's just super thin, which means I gotta let loose of the cue ball a little bit. So I'm gonna put some inside, try to check it up. Oh, move your head. All right, I can still see it. The problem is I'm on the rail, and almost any which way I make this, I'm gonna leave myself in a bad spot of the 4. So I should take it to the side. Oh, miss it in the side. I don't know if you noticed it. You can even see on my forehead. We're 7 minutes in, and I was glistening. I already had my towel off my bag. Every single time I got done shooting, I was wiping my forehead, wiping my forearms. It was 7 a.m. I just finished a match at 12:30 the night before. Super excited about winning. Had to chit chat with a few friends. Left a little before 1. Got home. Had to try to sleep. Wake up. Shower. Get down here. Like I'm running on no sleep. And then the humidity. My God, they were just trying to kill me. They were not being nice. But that's the way massive 222 player tournaments are going to go. And yes, I'm still excited for the next one. Good shot. Good shot, Robert. So same thing. Now he just needs to roll this up. He's got enough of an angle. The cue ball is going to roll off the side rail just to give him a little bit of comfort. And then that 5-9 is about as easy as you're going to get. So 100% focus. Just drop the 4 ball, and you're fine. That'll work. I think he was thinking, by the way he was looking early, he didn't want it to roll that far, but I don't think that's any harder than if it was a foot closer or close, down the rail. I don't think that's any different of a shot for me. So straight top English and just almost treat like you're not. I think you're a little bit of a back cut, so cheat the 5 a little thin. He hit it too thick. He got to the right side from this angle, from the right side of the 9. So I'm double checking here, see if the 7 goes by. Because I can make the 5 in the side, put a little bit of a stun shot so it slides over, give myself a little easier 7, but I don't think that 7 goes. So it looks like I'm lining up for a safe. Oh no, I could be playing the carom, 7-9 carom. There we go. So as I've mentioned before, I know you guys know this if you follow most of my videos, but I've got so many videos on the backlog because I record everything, and for the most part, I've posted everything. It was, there are a few hiccups on recording, stopping, or whatnot, but if I can get enough content, I'm gonna end up posting most of them. So, but regardless, yeah, this was episode what I say this was 34, and edited wise, I'm already at 47, and so I'm doing my best. I'm still trying to put a video out every other day. So yeah, I mean, these are quite a while ago, 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks at this point. So I'm kind of reviewing these improv. Thoroughly enjoy doing this way of doing it because I don't want to remember everything because I don't want this just to turn into here's what I did and why I did it. I kind of like the idea of here's what you should do, here's what you should be thinking about. And from some of the comments, seems like that's how you guys like it. But Robert scratched on the break. Really good spread. The trickiest part here is getting from the 2 to the 3 with that. I don't want to say traffic, but there's a couple balls down there that could potentially get in the way. So I left myself an angle on the 1, so I have more of an angle on the 2. Try to control it where I can kind of find that Bermuda Triangle right there. Get right between and see the 3. Just get around the 4. Oh, man, that was good. Good shot, Todd. So top, just a little bit of right to check this up. Nice and easy. Miss the shot. Get terrible leave on the 4. Beautiful. I am my own worst enemy. Robert needs to, if he gets wind of his speed on this table, he could be putting in some work. But man, he's hating life because he's making shots and then it just fall real short on his leave. I think he's trying to cut this to the corner, or is he banking it? Ah, look at this safe. Look at this safe. I I like that. That's good stuff. Looks like I'm gonna have to kick at the head rail with some pretty serious right. Excuse me. Yeah, if I can get to the rail with as strong a right, 4 is gonna kick into the 9 and just hopefully die, and then the cue ball is gonna run up table. Yeah, I'm looking here if I can shoot at it and hit the 4 first to carom the 9. But I don't think I can. So yeah, I'm kicking head rail. Spin it. Oh, I got way behind it. That turned out pretty good. You can still see the edge of it, so return safe should be coming. Basically, just want to hit it as thin as you can. Don't let the 4 move too much and let the cue ball 2 rail back down to about the distance it is now. Oh, he got real thick. It's okay. He left me a combo, guys. I love these shots. Dude, I nail these almost every time. Yeah, I could tell I had to hit it a little thin, a slight back cut, not as if you're trying to make a center pocket, but like you're aiming at that left point. And I think I would have made it, and I just got too far behind it. So he's got two options. He can carry him off, kick towards the 7 and drop it, or he could punch the 4 ball up rail, get the cue ball behind the 5 as a safe. I think he's going aggressive. Yep. Try to just put way more draw than he wanted. But it's okay, guys. He left me a combo, and you know I love these shots. I make almost every one I shoot, except the last one. Or the 20 before it. So I'm really contemplating, like, is there another option? Is there a safe? Sorry, guys. It's Sunday afternoon, and I did not get enough sleep. Man, I missed the combo, hit it too full on the 4, which made me thin cut the 6, and for lack of a better term, I think I might have just sold this one out. Straight top English, send it back up table. Oh, don't. Woo. Don't do that. You don't want to scratch. So I'm going to shoot this nice and easy, just enough get it off the rail, and shoot that 6 into this bottom left corner. He decided to put a little bit more stroke on it. I like it. All right. It's hitting it on the left side, straight top. Just got to get it up table. That should be enough. Should be enough. Two to one, Robert. There's a lot of game to be played, though. We've got a lot of pool to play. So I am not that worried at this moment. A little bit more of a full hit on the 1 because that cue ball came straight back, and that 6 just had to be a jerk. I was getting ready to have myself a beautiful rack, and so that 6 said to say, nah. Yeah, I think for where it's at, I can't even see any sheet of paper on the edge of it or nothing. So I got to kick, or I should maybe even be considering a push. But on the other hand, that will do. Well done, Todd. That's a tough shot because even that 9 ball gets in the way when you're trying to do one rail. So he's going to have to get around the 9, just glance the head rail, and essentially back cut the 1. And if he gets that, hats off. I don't know. I don't really see a whole lot else here. There's almost any other rail you're kicking at, you're struggling. Holy cow. Okay. That was a fantastic shot because he actually went more up table. Must have put some left or maybe just speed to really tighten that up because that thing hooked and went straight at the 1. Thankfully, the 8 ball or whatever it was acted like a backboard, really opened him up. And then that 3 went clean, bump into the 7. Guys, now everything is literally wide open. Those are 2 Absolutely amazing shots. Got to control your speed here because it looks like he's pretty straight. Yeah, squat down, try to see is there an angle to cheat it, so he can roll up a little bit, give himself as easy 7 as possible. The one thing you didn't want to do. That's stuff that this guy does. Not a 573. He shouldn't be doing, I should say. Apparently did this time. So I just need to put a slight draw, just pull it back about a foot. Want a little bit more. A couple more inches. Another ball or so, just so I can get. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Oh, okay. I was just hiking up, just trying to be able to control it, because obviously the further you roll forward, tighter of an angle. Guys, tied this up 2-2. Still got a ton of pool to be played. Starting to warm up, starting to loosen up, get in the headspace. It's what you got to do. So anybody out there, you guys have big old tournaments like this in your area? Like 3-dayers, 250 some odd players, or anything of that sort? Is that kind of a regular thing once a year? I'd be willing to travel a little bit, stay within a handful of hours or of the Midwest. I'm from Kansas City, so if there's anything somewhat within a drive that I don't necessarily need to fly, I might be able to plan one of these and get out there. Let me know. What do you guys got? Ooh, ooh, don't want to do that. He did like I did in the last one, just hit it straight square into the one ball, and that it bumped, or excuse me, hit it square into the one. That little bit of draw pulled it right back. So looks like I'm gonna shoot the one, bump into the 8 just to move it, just to give me as easy a shot on that 2-9 combo. And I didn't want to pull back. I wanted to bump the edge of the 8 where it's a little straighter of a shot, but let's get this. Let's go. Don't you do it, cue ball. All right. And now we'll celebrate. Hey, guys. Remember I made those comments about combos? And you know what? Holy cow. I did, even in commentary, I remember that shot because I remember shooting it thinking, yeah, I just won. And I totally forgot that a ball didn't drop. So he grabbed the 13, and the 13's the money ball. So the whole time I'm setting up for a 2-9 to win the rack. And guess what? That was not the win. If I would have looked around and really paid a little bit more attention, I would have ran the whole rack completely different. But I didn't. And I dogged an easy 2 because I was just like flustered with myself. I can't believe I just did that, thinking I just won this rack. And then, wait, what? So guess what? What did I end up doing? Selling out the rack because I didn't pay attention. Good hold. Even gave himself a nice angle. Hit this with a little bit, a slight bit low, mostly left. Okay. A lot more angle than I would have wanted. I would have put some more left to give myself a little bit straighter on it, but at this point, you just got to make the balls. Ooh. Ooh, he is flirting with that side. Look at that, guys. Did not pay attention. That dang old 9 ball got me. I thought I had it. I should have been up. Yeah, if I would have realized and thought about it, I would have played that completely different and done a whole nother way to run that. But instead, here we are. All right, I got to get a good break here. A breaking run would be real nice right about now. Put some power into it. Don't you scratch. Cue ball's good. I mean, it's well spread. Drop the 3 ball. Problem is, I don't really have a shot on the 1 because I don't know if I can bank the 1 around the 8. Looks like there's a little too much gap there. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how I shoot this. Try to play safe. Don't know if I got there. Yeah. Maybe a little harder. Might have actually gone. Could have played a nice little 2-way, but got to put a little bit more on it. Yeah, I think the 8 ball is just too close to get it. Oh, he can't really see it, so he's going rail first at the 1. Good hit. So I'm doing a quick analysis, make sure that the 1 ball is either on the rail or not, while I apparently look over and wait for somebody to get done shooting next to me. I should have edited this better. So really, this is going to be a tough one. So I got to get where I can cut the 1. Oh, there we go. I couldn't tell if I could get behind the 5. That's a good shot. Force him to kick at it. And I mean, the guy's been shooting great. He's been having some really good kicks. So I fancy him to at least get a hit, but I don't think he's going to 3-ball combo necessarily. But ideally, he'd miss the 1, bounce the 7 out. But nope. Good return, safe. Ah. So I'm trying to return a kick. Oh, get in there, 9-ball. Get in there, 9-ball. Come on. That was so good. Oh, that's frustrating. But, in hindsight, I'm looking at it. I really could have just hiked a little bit over the 5, do a stop shot on the 1, maybe get the cue to roll just slightly behind that 7, send the 1 ball up table and leave him behind the clump. But, the other alternative is to swing for the old 1-9, and got rather close. So I don't hate it. Thank you, 8-ball, for being where you're at, because man, this is a bad spot. Truth be told, just because there's no way to really hit that 1, just drop the 9. Just foul yourself. I get it. I don't know if I would have hit that hard to try to disrupt the other balls, but regardless, it doesn't make a huge difference. Oh, this is stupid. I'm way wrong angle here. Yeah, I could tell that from back here. I should have gone from the other direction, and that way I popped the 1 towards the side row, get the cue ball behind the 7. Because then look at this. See, Todd, that's how you do a save. stupid. Oh, got a hit, but just a little too hard. Back that down about 10-20%, and that would have left him a whole lot of nothing. Not saying this is a gimme. It's the hardest thing. That cue ball's going to go right at the 8, so trying to hopefully leave yourself the 2 would, yeah, that's going to be the trickiest part of that. Okay. Safety time seems to be a little bit over. So just make the 1. It should just stun over to the right just a skosh. When you fire straight into the point, that's good stuff. Well done. All right, shake it off because you just made a really bad shot. So shake it off, get back into it, back cut the 2, and all right, we are back on track. All right, so good little stop shot. I want to hold the 5 where I can, as close to where it's at as possible. I think it might slide a little to the right. Yeah, see, I was trying to hold it so I was on that side of the tangent line for the 6, go side rail, come back down on the right side of the 7. So I was trying to cheat the pocket a little bit more than I needed. But I do remember this is about the point because I'm still so sweaty that I remember my glove was starting to stick and I started to miss some very easy shots, and you know, that really weighs on your mental strength. Ooh, get around it. Great shot. Even has the back cut. Nice, and just slow roll this in. Send the cue ball right up table. Guys, this is all but out. Because I stunk up that 5 ball. Top English. Send it 2 rows around. Back over here to the right rail. No, he just got to punched it. That works too. He's got a unique stroke that when he's aiming something, man, that guy's got an aggressive break over there. Got the leg kick like it. You're playing 9 ball on a bar box. I promise you don't have to hit it that dang hard. But regardless, uh, but yeah, he's got an abnormal stroke. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like he's always hitting right where he's aiming. But look at that leave. Good. Look at that leave. Great, you're back at the table and you get nothing to look at. This is a tricky shot because you could kick to the side rail at it. You could kick the side rail, but if you're not super good, if you're not really talented with kicks like that, your better shot is just a hit at the head rail with its hard left English, and just you have to know your deflection. Just look at that. I had so much left that once I hit the head rail, it was still spinning. Kicked it right back out. He apologized. He was a nice guy. I had a good time playing Robert. It's just it was a unique, it was a tricky environment. All right, so race to 7. He is officially over the hill. I gotta catch back up here. It is time to go to work. All right, so he broke, made at least one, didn't scratch, which is already an improvement, but not one, but two balls came in the way and said, eh, eh, eh. So the one thing I have noticed through playing and watching this and then the previous two matches, I didn't use the push out as much, or actually I don't think I ever pushed out once. So I need to learn a good quality push out and strategize that. I think he's kicking two rails at this. At least he should be, because that's for where the 6 is. Oh, nope. See? There he played the push. Smart play. He's like, Todd, I've seen you miss two or three combos. Sure, you made one when you thought it was the money ball. It wasn't. So instead, he's like, okay, you know what? And I'm away from the side pocket enough. A rolling ball, if I shoot this into the bottom left pocket, cue ball's not going to scratch. Oh, that was close. Wouldn't have left myself a lot on the tube, but there's some safe options. So I left him not too hard of a bank, because he's made a decent number of these short rail banks already. The hardest part for him is to still make the shot while holding the cue. You don't want the cue ball to get all the way up table, because you've got a fairly generous wall there, making that two ball tricky. So ideally, you kick this towards the 8. Oh, yeah, he should have hit that a little fuller, get the one ball as close to the 8, and then that allows you to hit a little bit harder to send the cue ball up table. I think he left me a shot here. Oh, I got pretty badly behind that. Complete accidental leave. I think he still has the back cut, but wasn't my intention. Still got to be respectful, guys. Oh, he's splitting that 1-3. He did. Well, that was. Oh! Okay, that worked out famously. I don't know if that's exactly the way he was intending it, but goodness, that was chef's kiss. So I guess nice medium speed, going back, kick it into the side, miss the ball entirely. Dang it! I went real wide with that. So I don't know what that was. I don't know if I had a little bit of unintentional left spin, or if I just didn't judge that right. But man, that was bad. So I hope he's hitting that pretty straight to draw straight back, because you don't want to entertain the idea of leaving it where that 3 ball comes into play. Because I'd like to shoot that in the right side and draw straight back towards the other side. Get myself this 2 ball into the bottom right, but it must be pretty square. See, too much. He wanted that closer to the. He wanted that closer to the side pocket. His speed would have been fine. He just had the wrong angle. He might be going for the bank. Works as a two-way to cut that 9 in. Yep. Go ahead and use the Use the 9. Ooh, that's tricky right there. So when that 3 ball, it looks like it's about 2.5 diamonds. So when you get the object ball close to that third diamond is when it becomes a rolling ball scratch. You could get close to the second diamond, a sliding ball, a nice firm hard shot is when you start getting scratches in. So he's gotta work this one, yeah. Oh, he didn't want to double kiss that though. But all right, guys, I'm down 2-4, race of 7, and everything for the most part is open. So I just really need to put some focus here. Give myself the easiest 4 shot to draw back for the 5 in that top left. And we should hopefully be okay. Yeah, see, I got too much angle there. So I think, yeah, I'm going to have to get back behind the 5. I'm looking at, okay, where's my minimum? But ideally, I want to be a little bit further. But I just want to visualize where I can be to shoot in the bottom left pocket without hooking myself on the 6. That'll work. That will do. Unfortunately, I'm right on top of the rail, so I can't really put any spin to try to hold or manipulate the cue ball in any way. So I can hike up, but that just lowers your chance of making, especially 6 diamonds away. Don't you do it, cue ball. Are you serious? That was such a good shot. Oh, I should just took my medicine though. Just roll the ball and just take what the table gives you. Gosh, dang it, that was such a good shot. For no real reward. 8 balls over here, head rail at the 50-yard line. Don't really need to worry about left or right being the pro side, but just have something in mind. He put way too much low because that thing ended way up table. I think he hits that with low left, it spins and gets further down for a much easier table, especially being a lefty. Look at this ballerina pose he's got to do to make this thing. He's balanced though. And there's more of that 9-ball luck. Dang it. He almost made the 8, hit it thin somehow, too thin. So it went to the side rail, came right back, almost right where it was. So I got to look at a bank. But at the same point, he knocked that 9-ball right there. So, I could almost just play it safe, but you just try to skin the right side, send the cue ball up table, but he's just going to bank towards the 9. That's makes it a lot easier. So you know what? I'm going to bank towards the 9, and look how close I missed that. Golly, that was close. That's frustrating. Because I needed this rack. 3-4 is a lot better than 2-5. Let me tell you. And he doesn't even worry about the 9. He could just draw right back into the 9, just make both of them. I don't think I would do that. I would just put all my emphasis in making the 8. You saw him think about it. Oh, he still gave it to me. Okay. He thought about it. His brain was conflicted. Do I give it to him? Give it to him. No, don't. Give. Because like I said in my other videos, in this tournament, I don't care if it is hanging duck like that 9-ball. I'm going to give you the option to, or I'm going to make you shoot it, because at least you have the option to miscue or do something stupid. I'm gonna let you take a 1% failure rate, but you know what? You're swinging. All right, so the 7 ball is down. I can see the 1 I'm real close to the rail. Like the one goes to this bottom right pocket. If I wasn't so close to the rail, I might be able to hike up and be able to hold for the 2, but I think that's what I gotta do. I'm a little stretched being a short, fat guy. Ooh, hit it thin. Got a little thin. Okay. I left him pretty easy on the 1. Even though everything's open, you're gonna have a lot of cue ball movement, a lot of manipulation to run this rack. And come on, humidity, stop working against me and give me some love. Give me a little something. Trying to draw this? I would just send forward. I'm not really sure what that was, because his butt was elevated like he's trying to draw, but his bridge was tall like he's trying to hit top. I'm not really sure what that was, but left me straight. I got a bit of a stretch, but I can still go 2 rails, back out. Okay, see? I need to punch that a lot more. I need to punch that. Because look at that. I got the 2. Oop, sneeze. Or cough, one of the 2. Oh, that's a good stroke. Oh, get around it, get around it, get around it. I mean, 5% harder. That was beautiful. Great shot, good drawback. Easy save. Just a little stop, pop the heck out of it. Right? Sit down, sit down, sit down. Not sure what that face said. I don't know if that face said I gave him an edge or not. So we're going to find out. Because, I mean, that is razor thin trying to cut that into the right side. But, I mean, that's thin and a ton of power to walk it that far. So let's see what he can do. I think you can see it. He's just trying to, well, I don't know. Let's see how his eyes are working. They've been working good. Yep, he could see it. Not a bad leave, sir. He didn't swing for the fences. He just gave a rack, so don't give another one. Don't let your opponent 4-4. He's playing smart. Nope. I think I'm pretty sure I was trying to leave behind that 5-9. Just got a little too much on it. But again, same comment still applies. Everything's got a home, but it's going to take some cue ball manipulation to get from the 4 back down here to the 5, back up to the 6 without disrupting anything. So, good shot there. Just a little bit of right, kick it back towards the 8. Take the 5 into the right corner. Especially if you crash the 8, that'll work even better. Ooh, want to hit a little fuller, but doesn't matter. This is actually okay because the way you're going to back cut, it's going to roll into the 9. Still going to go towards that top right corner. So just make the ball medium speed. Look at that. It's good stuff, guys. I'm going to just try to stun this straight down. I want an angle at the 8. I'm not going to try to leave it close to the rail. Yep. So I shoot these with high outside just so it kind of holds the cue ball a little bit. Lets me put a little bit of a stroke on it. Even then, he got more than he wanted, but doesn't matter. Kind of does for him because he is lefty and puts him a little off balance. But you know what? Doesn't matter when you make the shot. 3-5. Guys, it's not looking great. I could really use a dry break that I can run out pretty easily. Then it'd be my break. Get something going. Because a 2-4 race, especially when we played this long, kind of learning your opponent a little bit. He knows I don't do combos. Made something again and can see the one and not do a whole heck of a lot with it. So the 4 ball is down. I think the 1 comes down here, the bottom right, but that is real thin through traffic. You got to send the cue ball. You're getting wild with the cue that I don't know if I really like that. I'd almost rather just carom the cue ball off of it and try to get it behind that 3-9. But he's swinging at this. Oh man. Oh man. Not only did he drill that shot, but he hit that with some good spin to spin back into the open area. Golf clap, my friend. Golf clap. No, Robert. That was such a good opening shot. Man. All right. Got to get this long bridge out and perfect. Yep, because you want an angle that's going to naturally take the cue ball back to the left rail. Top left English. Good Lord. I want to say this was the point where, like, I could definitely tell you mentally, I was not in the right headspace because everything I was trying to do, I remember that shot because my cue was flat, like chunky. It was like skipping on my glove, and it's hard to be smooth when you don't feel confident with your stroke. Because yeah, he's wide open here. I mean, 6-3 is a bad place to be. Hope you guys don't hear this. It's getting really warm down here in my basement, so I got to kick a little fan on, cool off. Look at that. That was a great. Oh, a little bit unlucky from the point. I think he's trying to actually cut this. This is where I would just slow back down and play it safe. And Robert said, nope, we are going full gas. So it was actually pretty easy safe. You hit the 7 pretty square, just a little on the right side. 7 goes up towards the middle of the head rail. Cue ball goes down to this head rail, kind of sucks up behind the 8. But you know what? Doesn't matter when you leave yourself a nice, beautiful out. Like I said, guys, 6-3 is not a great place to be. My 9-ball game is slacking right now. I have got to work on this. My 8-ball game seems to be pretty strong. But my rotation, I'm not feeling it yet. Again, this was like a month ago. Come on, somebody. Not that ball. Not that ball. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ugh, guys, this just hurts my soul. 9-ball hanging over the side. This is stop shot the 1, 2-ball to the 9. Like, this is the easiest out when you just gave your opponent when he's on the hill. That's some bad luck right there. Get that beautiful. Get himself a nice little gap off the 2. I mean, that 9 is deep in the center of the side, so it doesn't matter how you hit it. And you know what? So, like I said, incredibly nice guy. Shot really well. Let me go ahead and pause this. He shot really well. I can't take anything away from him. You know, there's only a couple shots he got some 9-ball luck. I got just as much, or unlucky on my own leaves, however you want to look at it. It doesn't matter. It's rotation. That's the game we all play. We all know it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That means I am officially out of my first Midwest tournament. Lost one, lost. I got to come back. I think they're going to do it in October or something, maybe December, whatever it is. I got to get back in it. So, anyway, thank you as always for watching. I've got some more APA matches coming for you very shortly. I'm going to go ahead and record one right now, and I'll see you then. Thanks, guys.